What's up, my Diddy Bloodins? Today we're playing Mario. My fucking controller works, bro. What the fudge? Why am I getting Hogwarts Legacy, bro? Okay, thank you. Finally. It's always like this, bro. Always some technical troubles at the beginning. Alright. I genuinely have a good feeling about today's run. Because I'll fucking tell you why. Because freaking 7... Okay, hold on. Before that, watch this. Watch this. Bam. And then you go back. Oh, I didn't do it properly. Usually you can actually go back down the pipe and you get the coins and the one-up. It's like double, triple freaking. You get the one-up and the freaking coins as well. So obviously, I'm not good enough to do that, but at least we got the one-up. There's the freaking one-up I was talking about when it comes to like the first 2 free one-ups you get in 1-1 and 1-2. Anyway, I'm feeling good about today's run because, bro, 7-1 having that freaking power-up for free, basically, is just like, I don't know, if you can keep that shit and also get a Fire Flower in... Is it 7-3? I think it's 7-3, right? Bro, you're set. And if I don't, like, fuck around, I might actually be able to do this today. Which is good news for me, because I get to beat this after who knows how long of playing this shit. But it's good for you, because you don't have to deal with watching me play this fucking game anymore. Besides that, I wanted to frickin'... Today's frickin' topic of the day, I guess, is, like my internet presence / history. I'm gonna touch on and off about it, like, here and there while I play Mario today, but okay, let's fucking do this properly first. You don't want to fall off here. Alright, there you go. Yeah, my internet, like, presence and history, I guess. So, it's kind of a long one, because I've been involved in so many different, communities and such throughout, I don't know, maybe 12-ish years of social media use. I probably started when I was around 13, and I was primarily on Instagram, because, like, that... Oh shit, you do not want to go up there, because that's the fucking warp. Back then, like, I've noticed, like, nowadays kids are primarily on things like Discord and shit, right? Like, Discord servers, and that's how they get fucking groomed. But back in my day, we used Kick Messenger to get groomed, what? No. Oh, well, okay, to be fair, people did get groomed on that shit, but, like, I'm not saying I got groomed or did any grooming. Like, that'd be weird if a 13-year-old was grooming, but, yeah, we didn't really use Discord. I didn't even know if Discord was a thing. It might have been, but, like, just nowhere near as big now. Like, it was Skype. Like, I didn't even use Skype, by the way. That was arguably maybe a bit older than me. But, like, I didn't know about it. I didn't know enough about it where I downloaded it and tried to use it and shit, but, like, my friends weren't using it. Like, by the time I started using social media, Skype was, like, out of the window, right? So, when I started using social media, primarily it was Instagram as, like, the main sort of, like, public-facing kind of shit. And when I first started, when I was, like, I don't know, 13... Okay, hold on, let me lock in. 13-ish. I didn't have, like, any sort of meme account or, like, you know, like a Finsta, like spam, like that sort of deal, where I interacted with, like, randoms and shit. It was mostly just, like, holy fuck. just like a personal account, like anyone else, right? So, can we kill this fool? So, that's how I started using Instagram like anyone else. And then eventually, like, I was in year 7, so I was like, I don't know, 13-ish, when, like, a mutual friend of my friend group, it was like a friend of another dude that I knew at the time, he had, like, a meme account, or, like, he was, like making memes, or, like, I don't know, he was just, like, like, he just had, like, an iFunny account, and, like, he was that sort of kid, right? And he was like, bro, you're so funny, you should make, like, a meme account and stuff. I was like, okay. And it was, like, this era back in, like, what, 2013, 14? Was, like, the precursor era to, like, 2016, like, edgy, Filthy Frank sort of era. And we were still, like, I mean, it's still fucking popular nowadays, but, like, it was all, like, about 9/11 and shit. Like, when you were 13 back then, like, 9/11 was the funniest. Okay, I'll be real with you guys, I do laugh at 9/11 jokes, like, still nowadays. But that's besides the point. That's what, like, people were posting about, and, like, it was just like stereotypical, like, just edgy bullshit, right? Because back then, Instagram was nowhere near as moderated as it is now, which is ironic considering how much, like, freaking softcore porn there is on that shit, right? But you can't get away with, like, being mean in comment sections and shit. On Instagram nowadays. I don't know how it works. They allow gore and people getting freaking killed in factories and freaking boobs and shit being shown. But when it comes to saying, like, you're a fucking idiot, legit, something like that, I'm not even kidding you, like, not even saying, like, anything particularly rude, like, just calling someone an effing idiot will probably get your comment deleted, which is insane. I don't know how it works. Like, I think it has to do with, like, this is my theory, right? I think it has to do with, like, algorithm, like, get the fuck away from me. Algorithm, like, whatchamacallit, like, retention shit. So, basically, even though, like, all the softcore stuff that you see on Instagram is objectively, like, adult content, right? It still keeps a lot of people there. Like, people are a bunch of freaking gooners, so they're just gonna, like, even if it is adult content, right? And it's kind of inconsistent with what Instagram says they're allowing on their platform, in their terms of conditions or whatever the fuck. As long as it, like, retains people and gets a lot of interaction, I low-key feel like it gets swept under the rug, right? But I feel like people getting into arguments and, like, swearing at each other incentivizes people to be like, oh, it's so toxic, bro, I'm deleting this, like, I get in too many arguments, like, this makes me feel sad. So I feel like that's why, nowadays, like, it's, like, there's that, like, level of inconsistency, right? But it was arguably worse back then. Like, it... Funny enough, I don't think you could get away with posting, like, porn and, like, even some of the softcore stuff that you see nowadays, but you could be very mean on there, like, slurs and everything, and it would be relatively difficult to even get reported for it. And yeah, it was like a whole different freaking battleground, because, like, I'm not even kidding you, it was, like, some really fucked up shit at times. Like, I think this was before the era of automated reporting, and I think the reports were all done manually. Maybe, like, the algorithm just wasn't that good at that point, but it was just like, it was like a fucking, like, it was just chaos, really. And I'm not even kidding you, you'd see like CP and shit at times. It was actually fucked up. Hold on, let me kill Bowser. Bro, stop jumping over my shit. So yeah, it was horrible, but that's how it was, right? So, back to like the main frickin' conversation topic. This dude, his name was Xavier, I think. And I forgot his meme account's username, but he didn't really use it much. I think he got bored after realizing that you don't just get followers like instantly, so he kind of left it. But he put me on. He was like, bro, you should make a freaking meme account. I was like, okay, what should I call it? And he goes, you should call it Autism and Steel Beams. Like, as in like a 9/11 sort of joke, right? And I was like, bro, okay, I'll do that. So I did that. And I had that for like fucking, I don't even, not long at all. Because, first of all, that shit is like corny as fuck. But, wait, is there a secret? Oh! There you go, I got the freaking 1-up from, I got all the coins in 2-3, I assume. There you go, secret freaking 1-up. Where the freak was I? So, basically I changed my username because that shit was corny as. And I changed it to probably my main username that I used on Instagram. On here it's Dengali, but even now, like currently I'm using this username. It was Chromosome. And it was like some sort of like chromosome joke at the time, like probably something to do with Down syndrome, but like, ooh, let me get this. At the time it was supposed to be something sort of edgy. But it kind of took a life of its own, like it's not very direct when it comes to like the edginess of it, and it kind of sounds cool, so I just kind of kept it throughout the years. I've had multiple usernames of like a wide variety when it comes to Instagram across like the past 10 years, whether it be so we started on Autism Steel Beams, which I probably kept like 3 days. Chromosome was the main one. And then back on Instagram, I don't know how common this is on other platforms, but Instagram meme accounts, whenever you got banned, it was like almost like a badge of honor. So people would do like, for example, for my username, it would be like Chromosome, and then if I got banned, I would go chromosome.v2, like version 2. And like, it was almost like a badge of honor in a really cringe, corny, early teenager sort of sense. Because I'm so edgy, but I still managed to come back sort of way. So throughout the years of having all those accounts, I consistently usually had Chromosome as my username, just so I retained all the followers that I built up. So, you know, people would be like, oh, it's him again. But this time it's version number blah 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 of this account. He's been banned this many times. And eventually, I'm not even kidding you, this isn't an over-exaggeration, I got it to like version 15 or something stupid like that. Which isn't anything to brag about, it's like silly, because it just means that you said you posted one too many memes that like were just too edgy or some shit, or you just commented something rude. Like, it wasn't anything special, but like, to a teenager's brain, it seemed like some sort of like freaking awesome thing to behold, right? And I'm not even kidding you, over the past 10, 12 years, I've probably, let's wait for this, I've probably had around roughly 20 Instagram accounts, just because they got banned. Sometimes I disabled them. There were times where I got overwhelmed by like having too many followers. There was like times where I had 2,000 followers and I would get overwhelmed by it. I don't know, like maybe the attention or like all the like the fucking drama and bullshit I was like saying, and like all the arguments I was getting into kind of stressed me out. So oftentimes I might, like, disable my account or, like, delete my account because I didn't want to deal with it anymore, but more often than not, I was getting banned for something. So that's, like, the internet history I had primarily between 2013 to 2020, I would say. After 2020, I kind of, like, I don't know, it sounds silly, but I kind of grew up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, like, it's kind of cringe to be doing that shit your entire adult freaking life. So, yeah, eventually, I just grew up, and my Instagram started, like, they were, like, my Instagrams were never super duper personal, but, they took a little, I think I pumped the brakes on, like, how edgy I was, because, first of all, I wasn't a fucking kid anymore, so, I don't know, I think personality-wise, I wasn't trying to be an edgelord, right? Especially, like, since back in, like, 2016, that was, like, Filthy Frank era, right? So everyone, like, Leafy is here era, so, like, everyone was super duper edgelord, but after that kind of died down, I kind of stopped doing that sort of stuff as well. Which is good. That's a good thing. It's kind of cringe to be an edgelord, to be honest, I think. But it had its time and place, right? And a couple other usernames I had in the past was, like, some variants of Chromosome, like, there might be, like, an extra D at the end, or, like, there might be, like, a, I might put, like, an uwu in the middle. So, like, at one point, I had a username called, like, Crew Uwu Zoned. Something silly like that. I think that account actually got, like, 4,000 followers, and that was, like, the most I've ever had. And oftentimes, I actually think about, like, if I never got deleted, how many freaking followers would I have, today? You know what I mean? Because, like, if I had, like, 4,000 followers on only one account, like, imagine if I kept the OG account from, like, 2013. I'm not even kidding you. I might have built up at least 10k followers or something like that, right? Regardless, like, they're all gone now, and I think that's for the better. I don't think having a digital footprint like that of when I was 13 and probably throwing around, like, slurs left and right is a good thing. I think it's probably good that it's deleted, right? But that's what I kind of started on. Alright, it was mainly Instagram stuff. I've met countless amounts of people that I still, like, keep in contact with till this day. On Instagram. So shout outs to anyone who's known me for a very long time. Like, there's some people who I genuinely have known for, like, 10 years and stuff, which is insane to think of, but honestly, like, it's really cool to see how everyone's grown up and stuff over the years as well. So that was, like, primarily what I did on Instagram for, like, a good little while. Oh my god. And then it kind of died down from there. Like, I've always been on Instagram. Like, I never stopped being on it, but, like, my not prime, but, like, my most active years on Instagram would have been, like, yeah, like I said, between 2013 and 2020-ish. But after that, I kind of took a step back, just because, like, those sorts of social media communities, whether it be Instagram or literally any other social media, like, I bet there's similar communities like that on like, Twitter and, like, nowadays on Discord and stuff. Those sort of communities only really last when the person is, or the people involved are still kids. You know what I mean? Like, no one involved in that sort of stuff is ever, like, a grown person. And if they are, they're either a predator, like, unironically, or they need to grow up. So after like my little freaking teenage moment, I guess, of like being on Instagram all the time like that, eventually, like of all places, like I started playing this game called Little Alchemist, which was a mobile game that came out in like 2013, but I started playing it in like 2019 or 2018 or 2020, something like that, like after Instagram ended. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, this game's really fun. And it was like a very small, tight-knit community, and it was an online game as well. So it was very easy to kind of like get involved and quickly rise to the top in terms of like the ranks and stuff. And eventually, like, I joined the Discord community for it. Oh, bro, that's like a whole nother story, but for like a good... Look at this. Oh my god, this shit again, bro. For like a good 1 to 2 years, I was involved with that community. Same sort of thing, not as much like edgelord drama, because like everyone in there was like freaking Onk status, right? Because it was such a freaking old game. But like that was like the new community I was part of. And eventually, because I was so active in the Discord, and I eventually became, at one point, like top 5 in the game. Not anymore, by the way. I think I deleted my fucking account, which is crazy to think of, because I've spent countless hours in that game. Eventually, like, due to a number of reasons, I stopped interacting with that community. Oh, fuck. This is the freaking pipe I was talking about in my first video. This freaking... Those platforms push you under and can insta-kill you if you're not careful. So that's why I hate this place. Anyway. Hold on. The only good thing is when you come out of the pipe, at least the hammer bro isn't there when you come out. So I was in, you know what, let me talk about that community as well. That community was mostly cool, and I was very active in it. And primarily, it was just, like, talking about the game, obviously, because it was the Discord for the game, but, if any of you guys have been involved in, like, any sort of Discord community, there's always some sort of, like, petty, frickin' chronically online internet drama alongside it. And there definitely was a lot of that. There was just too much of that, if anything. The mods on that Discord server were crazy chronically online. And it made things very unenjoyable. But I never had any sort of controversial, I guess, not past, but, like, presence in that server. Unlike Instagram, I was very notorious for always getting into arguments and being, holy crap, being very toxic, I would say. But in that Discord, objectively speaking, I think I was pretty freaking tame. I was known in there for a little while. Not, oh my god, do I have 10 lives? Holy crap, I'm goated. I was known in there, but, like, I wasn't, like, known for the wrong reasons, I guess. Let me lock in for a second, because, as you know, World 5 is... Bro, Obama, give me a frickin', like, Nobel Peace Prize for that shit right now. So that was like the next community I kind of got myself involved in. Okay. Okay, nice. Holy crap, I've... kept my Firefly off so long. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's... Bro, Obama, give me a frickin', like, Nobel Peace Prize for that shit right now. So that was like the next community I kind of got myself involved in. Okay. Okay, nice. Holy crap, I've kept my Firefly off so long. that was like the next community I was involved in for a little while, like not as long as Instagram, and like all throughout this whole like Discord community shit, I was I was involved in like my little Instagram circle as well. But at this point, it kind of took like a personal turn. Like if you look at what it looks like nowadays, that's how it looked like at this point. Like I just posted pictures of like what I did in my Okay, no, it's okay. Like freaking chillax. You can get power up still. Sorry. Hold on. I'm kind of there has to be a mushroom here, right? Yes, okay. Okay, I'm less stressed out now because I don't have to deal with that shit. And then eventually I kind of left that Discord community because Neckbeard moderators, I mean, duh, because it's freaking Discord, right? But I don't know, I just got sick of the game as well. The devs weren't updating it well. It just got very boring. Like, it was the same repetitive kind of gameplay cycle. So, in terms of the actual game itself, it just became a bunch of... Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Bro, they should execute Miyamoto on the spot for that freaking hidden block. Joke, by the way. What was I saying? So eventually I left that. I don't really, like, keep in contact with any of the people in there. Like, it had its time, sort of thing, you know what I mean? But I'm kind of done with that sort of shit. And then after that, I kind of hung around on Instagram. Like I said, I've always been on Instagram, but after that, I kind of just hung around on Instagram for a little while. And then I was like, you know what? I started, like, my first full-time job, I think. And for Christmas, I got myself a PC. Like, it was a good one as well. And I was like, you know what? Like, if I have such a good PC, why don't I try streaming for the first time? And I think my girlfriend had something to do with it as well. Yeah, because she really wanted to watch me play Hollow Knight for the longest time. Because she thought I couldn't beat it. So I proved her wrong. I beat it on stream. And after that Hollow Knight stream, I was like, you know what? This streaming stuff is kind of fun. So... Oh, 6-3. Hold on, let's lock in for a second. We can jump to the right over there. Ooh. Ah, but I missed the power up there when I do that. Ooh, shit. Oh no, and the freaking bullet bills here, I forgot. Oh. Okay, nice. Okay, very nice. Let's shut up for a second here. Okay, so basically I did freaking stream for a little while. And I think that's primarily how a lot of you guys watching this right now... Wait, hold on. That's primarily where a lot of you guys know me from. That sort of, like, side of stuff. But yada yada yada, got banned on there a couple times. Bro, what is... Oh my god. What is up with me getting banned on, like, social media, man? I really hope that doesn't happen with YouTube. I'm gonna, like, take it easy with, like, how I go about doing YouTube stuff, because I do not want to lose this one. I want to keep this one for the long term, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where I'm at. Primarily had a large presence on Instagram, which if I went into any more detail than that, I mean, look, it's fucking almost 10 years of like... Okay, hold on, let me lock in. What the beep is going on? Okay, 7-1 is where the power-ups at, so I kind of need to concentrate for a bit. I could go into more detail about, like, you know, who I met, what the account names were, blah blah blah, but like, it's freaking... I don't remember any of that, you know what I mean? Like, it's legit like almost a decade's worth of What the beep is going on? Oh! Okay. Okay, let's not mess around with this Buzzy Beetle. That is so good. Okay. Next level is a water level that I just need to play really safe at. 7-3 is where we can possibly get the Fire Flower. These next two stages is where it kind of matters arguably the most, guys. But like I said, yeah, I've had an extensive kind of history, like anyone else though, right? I'm not anyone special. Like, ask anyone who's had some sort of like spam account or Finsta, depending on like what you want to call it. Bro, Cheep, get out of the way. Oh, no. Oh. Not good. I don't think this is the run. Let's try our best. There might be a power-up in 7-4. I don't think so, though, from what I remember. Okay, well, nearly got fucking killed by Cheep just then, so awesome game design, Miyamoto, once again. What's like the opposite of a Nobel Peace Prize? Because that's what Miyamoto should get for frickin' making this game. So yeah, that's my digital presence. That's my digital footprint history, I guess. Besides that, I don't think I've been involved in much more. It's like, where's it gonna take us next type thing, you know, like the next stage of my internet presence, I guess, is YouTube right here. So you're witnessing it right now. Oh. Yeah, they don't give you any power-ups, bro. It's insane. Like, it's so stupid. Like, they really flip you off in these later stages. Yeah, we're cooked. 8-1. it's 8, 1, and 2 we can do, right? We can possibly complete, but 8, 4? No, 8, 3, you need a fire flower. I don't know where the secret mushroom is in 8, 1, and 2. I think there is, but I don't know where it is. I don't think it's a hidden block. I'm pretty sure it's a brick block. You know what I mean? Like a brick hidden block. Is it that? No. Ugh, I don't even know. 8, 1. I mean, I guess the most we can do is try every brick, right? But honestly, I have no idea how we're gonna do this. It's always fucking dying at 8, 1 and 8, 2 and 8, 3. Please let me fucking beat this game. You fucking idiot. That's not the frickin'... Oh my god, that's not the one block jump, that's the frickin' long one. Okay, of course we start from the start as well, because 8, 1 is obviously like that. I was thinking about, like, what game I want to play after this, by the way. That's if beating this ever happens. But I was either thinking, like, Clash Royale, or Mega Man 2, something like NES vibes like this, where I try and beat the game in one run. If I die, it's like game over sort of deal. What the hell was that? He just freaking zigzagged! He like tried to juke me, he went back and forth. Bro, that is not allowed. Is this one of them? Bro, I don't need a star, I want a fucking mushroom. Bro, this fucking game, like, it tricks you into, like, being, like, into thinking that it's trying to help you, but, like, no, bro, no one wants a freaking star, everyone wants a freaking mushroom. Anyway. Fuck me, this world's long. Oh, this okay, this one is the one where you don't run. Okay, what do I... Ugh. Whatever. Okay, let's stop getting tilted and just fucking play the game. Okay. That's world 8-1. 8-2. Please give me a power-up. Just... Oh, I don't even know. I do know 8-3 technically has, Okay, did you see that? It goes back and then forth. Like, what am I supposed to even do there? I do know that technically 8-3 has... What the fuck? Technically has some sort of, like, power-up, but it's like one of the bricks, Can we fuck in for a second? Like, stop fucking talking. It's one of the bricks that's, right next to, like, the Hammer Bros and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, if you don't already have, like, a fire flower, you kind of need to risk it for the biscuit by, like, hitting the blocks underneath them, but maybe that's just what we're gonna have to do. Because we're not gonna be able to beat this without a power-up. Because honestly, lives are expendable. It's like, if I'm not gonna beat it at 8-3, or like get a power-up at 8-3, I'm not gonna beat the game. So it's like, let's just like risk my lives to at least get a power-up, and then go from there. I think that's the strat, I guess. Yeah, of course you're not a fucking power-up. Again, risky frickin' moves. Oh, this shit again. This is where I lost my fire. And we start from the start. You fucking bitch. Do you see what I mean, man? Like, this game is unfair. Like, you need to be blessed by, like, freaking, I don't know, like God himself to like beat this game. It's so stupid. Oh. Okay, what is this, man? What do I do here? What? How do I consistently do that? Bro, I swear you just run off to the side and that's the strat. Bro, I want this to like blow up on the algorithm so like some freaking Super Mario experts like, actually bro, there's a secret block right there that actually freaking makes your life so much easier. Oh my god, bro. Imagine that. King Super Mario, or like Mario himself, comes into the Super Mario section, into the Super Mario comment section, and he's like, "It's me, Super Mario." Okay, let's stop fucking role-playing and like do this properly. We got 4 lives, it's not fucking over. It's never over. Okay, I think I'm just playing this very silly, like I'm getting tilted and I'm letting it affect my gameplay. Let's act like this is World 1, okay? World 1-1. Oh, okay, this is just Lakitu. Bro, this is like the first enemy that you come across. This is like, I've done this all the time, bro. Okay, so basically you want to jump over this thing here, and then you go here, and then for some reason he's going backwards? What the fuck is up with this game, man? Bro, every copy of Mario is personalized. At least we only have 2 more lives and we don't have to deal with this shit for any longer. I used to stream this shit, bro. I used to play this game multiple times in a row. Come on. Please. What the fuck are you doing, little bro? You have to jump? That's so scary and risky, and maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe it's, I don't know, like the run-off strat's too inconsistent, man. Maybe I have to start doing jumps. Ah, fuck you. Alright, guys. Another day, another freaking game over. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.